Thank you, thank you. It's great. It was absolutely a pleasure to have all of you with us. And as I said that let's now try to brainstorm and decide the ways how we take it forward from here and make it not the end but the beginning. So this conference we came together and now each one of us should go back with certain resolutions with us that how we will do in future to basically take the cause of near surface further. Because as I was having a discussion with Dr. Chitty Babu, we do not live in isolation. Geophysics does not live in isolation. Near surface geophysics especially, sometimes we are giving services to geotechnical engineers, civil engineers, infrastructure engineers, mining engineers, etc., geologists, right? So we need to interact more, we need to increase our interaction and make our technology and solutions so that it suits their need. So we'll deliberate on that for a while and then we will enter into our certificate distribution ceremony, our best poster paper award, etc. So for this particular session, I would like to invite Dr. Gopal Dhawan sir, Dr. P.C. Chandra sir, Dr. Shakil Ahmed sir, Dr. Catherine, Dr. Pranaya Sangvi, is he with us? Dr. Pranaya, he has left it, okay. Dr. Andy, alright, so we are keeping this group very small so that we can interact quickly, but after that, we will open the floor for your suggestions and anyone having a suggestion is more than welcome to come forward with that. But of course the condition is it should be crisp and short and we'll also try to keep it crisp and short. Alright? Thank you. We'll start with this session now. To Dhawan Saab. Because Dhawan Saab is one person who is testimony to what I just said, that geophysics does not work in isolation. So as he said in the introduction that he is basically a geologist, but he has been on the forefront of introducing geophysics in so many projects which he actually took over. Now I would like to understand from you sir, two distinct things. One is, how was your experience in this conference, very briefly? And secondly, as an organization, as a society, because as you know we have just floated this Society for Near Surface Geophysics, what we should be doing, what steps we should be taking to take the cause further. And not only for us, but even for the other geoscientists sitting here. So.
Thank you, Sanjay. First of all, big applause to Dr. Sanjay Well, it was a wonderful experience to be here. First, because I see whenever I go to any geoscience conference, it is not complete without you. But many of the people who attend that conference, I have seldom seen people who really understand it. So papers are presented, but there are very few takers. Here I find that geophysics is being taught. It is being listened by geophysicists. And the latest upgradation in technology were presented by some of the very prominent scholars. So, and I have also learned particularly from Andy's presentation. I must say that I was looking for such a presentation for a very long time, and many times I used to discuss with you that is there any insight into the results of AEM or magnetic data, airborne magnetic data. So, he presented a few models and these were really eye-opening. And so many other papers, it will be very difficult for me to really remember. And I intend to, or I have kept the booklet with me, and whenever I come across now any problem on those subjects, I am going to explore further with the authors. So this is Now, what can be done? I mean, particularly you have raised this society, and I think something is needed. And but my advice
हाँ यार, अभी
is
1
that
घंटे
we
तक
should
के
not
आऊँगा
make
कहीं
it
कॉन्फ्रेंस
like
में आया
any other technical institution, because finally they die their own death, and there is some slow poisoning. Some people start and then they are not able to take care of it. We need to make it vibrant in a manner that we should continue to keep some activity, maybe once in a while, maybe online. And the second thing which I will suggest is that we should take our youngsters forward, because I am finding that many of the societies where I am also associated and I am responsible for nurturing them, there are hardly young people here, and we really don't see that who will take over from us. So youngsters are there. So this is my suggestion here. And briefly, the third suggestion, because these were the 2 pointed questions. If you allow me, can I make a suggestion?
Please, please.
This is regarding the further development which I am looking forward from geophysics. Because I believe in one thing, as I said in the inaugural session also, wherever my skills have failed me, geophysics have given me the answer. And now, because lot of tunneling is being done by TBM in hard rock, in Himalayan areas, because when TBMs are working in plains or in other areas, the story is different. Different kinds of TBMs are designed for different kinds of strata. But for the hard rock TBMs, when we do tunneling, so we have to maintain the geological record of it. We call it 3D geological log. And one step further is the phase log. If you do the phase logging of every advancing phase, when we do tunneling by DBM, drill and blast method, every phase is visible to us. But when the tunneling is being done by TBMs, the phase is not visible. Normally, manufacturers, they keep a window open in the TBM and some limited observations can be done, but you can't prepare a log. So here, Kripal is, he's there. He's doing wonderful job on TBM, and now new techniques have also come up like beam. But what I wish to see is that we can see something like a phase log or a 3D log through these techniques. I think a lot of research has to be done, because now what you do is you find out the velocity constants, and based on that you predict that whether weak or good strata, where weak, where good, that much is done. But in this logging, you will have to define the rock mass parameters also. Maybe taking some help with some drill hole, some arrangement has to be done with the manufacturers of TBM also, so that we can continuously prepare a geological log with help of our geophysical techniques. So that is my suggestion for the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I'm very sure that the geophysical community here will take it as the next step to be taken, and we'll definitely work on that. And thank you so much for all your suggestions.
I hope I have not taken much time.
Not at all, sir. The including session we should be able to come. And by the way, just for information of everyone, we have got recommendations based on every session already prepared. It is very much in this laptop. I have decided not to share it right now because I did not get the time to edit or go through it myself. It will be very unfair. I just put the raw data here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these recommendations together, and latest by tomorrow you will have these recommendations posted in the same group. Now after that, if you have any suggestions on these recommendations, please communicate to us, and then we will be sending it to all the concerned departments and ministries for implementation. So take these recommendations very, very seriously. I personally feel recommendation is the essence of any conference. Otherwise, you come, meet, eat, network, and go back home, and nothing comes out of it, right? So please pay very close attention to these recommendations.
So I also have a very strong recommendation to make. So please kindly give us an off tomorrow. What's we gonna make us work for the recommendation?
Well, you ask for something which is not possible. GeoPhys is like this.
Diwali also, sir, please. हमारे भी बाल बच्चे.
All right. The recommendation is declined.
I'm resigning.
So you just saw a live resignation. Alright. This is how life works, you see. Okay. Next, I will request Chandra Saab, Dr. Chandra Saab, to please share his views. You have been always very vocal about how to popularize geophysics further, how to take it forward. I have had the privilege of listening to your views for last almost 30 years. But I would really like you to share with everyone. What are your views on this, please? So please use the mic.
Hello. First of all, I congratulate you and your team for such an excellent arrangement and presentations, made beautiful presentations. And what I see that we know maybe is some component of India's geophysics. So there is immense potential in India's geophysics that should be explored. With integration of techniques and collaboration of the institutions, which is lacking. A passionate collaboration, not just on paper, that is very essential for growing India's geophysics and utilizing its potential. Then there is another aspect, is skill development. You have been trying for the last so many years, skill development. So that has to be strengthened. Because a certificate issued by you carries a lot. Meaning how to do it, that has to be developed. Then, I am from ground geophysics. I have not seen anything, any paper on metals of reflectometry. Very, very important. So that aspect is to be seen for groundwater. And as Dhawan Saab told that he always got answer from geophysics for some solution to geological problem. My thing is completely different. Geophysics has to start from geology and end it if you want success. And then we have to encourage the young students as much as possible. How we have to do it, how we can do it, that Dr. Rana and others, they have to think. And it is a really great thing that we have started Society of National Near Surface Geophysics. As Geological Society of India, they have arranging every month one lecture, special lecture. Is it possible that you also give one online lecture every month by someone?
Yeah.
That is possible.
Yes.
Then another thing is Journal of Society of Near Surface Geophysics. That you have to start. And we are there. So these are the all things which I wanted to tell you. I think.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. That's a huge number. That practically covers most of the aspects which we need to look into. And we are starting under this society, of course, student chapters is on very high on priority. My dream is that all of you who are here, you become member and at least make 10, 20 more members of the society. Again, completely on complimentary basis. See, as soon as you start charging even a single rupee, right, there is a reluctance to pay. Sometimes the motive of society also is challenged. So let's not do it right now, complimentary. Let's come to a member base of maybe 1,000 or 5,000 and then we are a force to talk about, right? So let's do that. We'll have student chapters. We will have these. Sorry.
Dr. Rana, I have got one point. जिस डॉक्टर का फीस अधिक होता है उसको अधिक जाते हैं लोग उसके पास
पहले सर हम चैरिटी कैंप लगाएंगे. We will we will put a charity camp first, and what we see idea is to involve more people to have a bigger society, and then we will work on that.
आप free कर देंगे तो उसका importance.
Only for 1 year, sir. Complimentary for 1 year. Yeah, complimentary for 1 year. Online lectures we will do, definitely do. Journal we will do to a level that it is indexed. It is not just a journal. There are so many societies they come with a journal, but there is no value of that putting an article in that journal because it is not indexed anywhere. We like to have it with Scopus index, with UGC index, etc., etc. So that's what is under our plan. We will definitely do that. Thank you for your suggestions. So next we have Dr. Shakil Ahmed sir, and I'll request him to please share his views on this whole thing.
Good evening. Of course, I also joined to complete you and the whole team. But of course, we are feeling sad, in fact, because now we are leaving the last session. Also, since I'm third speaker, I don't want to repeat many things that have been told by already, so save time. But one thing is pretty implied that now geoscientific knowledge is very important. We are living on this earth, we are living in this environment. So we are doing many things to make the real. So geoscientific knowledge is important. Of course, we try to ignore many things in this complex system. There are uncertainties are there, other complexities there. So I usually any mathematical model we just assume something and it's not there. But then we know that uses there. So we have to look out, we keep in mind now technology and everything that advanced. We can definitely minimize. That's the one thing. Second thing, of course, coming back to the subject itself now, it's time for joining together. One method doesn't solve anything. And multidisciplinary approach also is coming to the geophysics itself, one method doesn't work very well, so you have to join the work out 2 to 3 minutes so that sometimes the others also are cancelled and then they support the result you're finding to be supported and will have more authenticity, more reliability on that. One more important thing like you just mentioned that what is happening this morning we have learned that a lot of news has come, geophysics, Churcha and all that. So it's a good thing that geophysics will become highlighted that because this is very much needed. Many people don't know geophysics, many people don't know that. I always, let me just share with you, most places when I go and say I'm from NGR, they say, oh, National Geographical Institute, it's very bad. Why can't you? So there must be some reason, of course. So one, this is a good thing that geophysics has come in the limelight and let's see that this continues like that. But for that I have a suggestion that there is something what people should know that. Well, 2 things I'll tell you. One thing, something called science journalism. When we publish our paper, of course we publish our paper, scientific journals, and there are a lot of complicated equations, if they have this dimension and all down there. So that can be read by the limited people. Now how can you comply that? You are limiting the people here. So it is coming up, the science journalism is also coming up and people from mass communication and journalism may translate your abstract or your paper into a simple language. Because I tell you, long ago there was a minister in the government. He says, see, why don't we involve you in our science policy making? Because your papers are so complicated we can't even understand 1% of that. So you make such a way that let's first understand, then only we can put into the policy. So this is our duty to either directly or panel publication. We should also convey what we are doing, what is the benefit to the society. So then only we can get the corporate. And of course for the society is very good in starting course. And we told that this is something is easy, very much possible, and we should also have a monthly lecture series. And you should find many people who can go online nowadays, you don't have to arrange anything, no money. It's required. Of course, for general, definitely you're right, Sanjay, that unless you index, you will not be publishing, and then many journals have died out like that, so we think about that. And we can have maybe more activities. In fact, young people should come forward. Till there should be some interactive session on the society also. People can pose, young students can pose their doubts so that they can be clarified by some experts, etc. So this I think you need that.
Let's give him a round of applause, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your suggestion, and I think we are all set to work on most of these. Now, next is Dr. Catherine, and the question which I'd like to ask you is slightly different. You are a very, very active person, I know, and you keep traveling a lot. You go to different parts of the world for your scientific, paper presentations, even exhibitions and all that. And this time, at least we hosted you for the first time in India, right? So how did you like the experience? How was it? And tell us the negative things first. Positives can wait. We are ready to take a very, very positive feedback from you. And then, of course, your views on how we take the cause forward.
Thank you. First of all, I want really to thank the organizer and yourself also, because without you, lots of you and the Aqua Foundation, the AG, and it was very for me an adventure. So not only today, but even before, because we were chatting, so exactly what we can do, etc. So I am a little bit involved in this adventure actually. So that means that for me, yes, it's beyond my expectation. By the way, it's really it's very positive. First of all, I really like the thing that we are all together. We were together also during the talk, but also during the time off, and it's very important to understand each other. It's why so the remote thing. So myself, I'm rid of remote. So Congress, I really warmly prefer this kind of discussion I had with students, with people, with people from the academic sector, people from the private sector, people doing geophysics that I never heard about, or even geology, and it was really my heart. So when I talk about geology, I've been sometimes with in India, but it was the ancient time when I was in the geological survey, so I spent more than 20 years over there, and so I was visiting Hyderabad. It was very my pleasure to come back. So, and definitely it was very important for me to come and to see, this is really, it's Iceland standard, okay, so Congress today, so these 2 days. Yes, for sure, we can include more young generation, bridge more the gap with them, because today I tell to all young people, this is time to be in geoscience. Right? We face so many challenges with the water, groundwater, quality of water, and also the quantity of water. So this was my talk, but many talks will talk about that. So, and the mineral exploration, we need really huge amount of primary minerals for the transition, for the energy transition, and for the digital transition as well. So do not forget that without this method, we won't be able to do interactive or artificial intelligence or even machine learning and things like that. So we have to be all together to tackle these challenges. Very important. So again, thank you. And no, really, compared to others where I've been, yes, I visit many places, but you know, I'm humble, so I always learn something. Okay, I'm not here so to teach to somebody and to tell them what you have to do, because all the time I bring back something really positive. And today I can say yes, when I will be back with my kids, I will tell them that yes, I spent very good journey with you. Thank you.
Yes, indeed, music to ears. And to be very honest, it has been absolutely a pleasure to host you here. I think a big round of applause for And now we come to Dr. Andy. Let's hear from you, your experience, and very importantly, the way forward. Your suggestions.
Thank you. I will give my best, even though after all these wise words already spoken by all these distinguished fellows next to me, I feel a bit like an imposter here. I guess I must be an expert that I even dare to speak. You know how they define expert? An old man long away from home. That's true for me, not for these people next to me. A true experience. No, but I really have to wonder, Carol, Kathy, it's been fantastic. It's been such a pleasure being here. As I said in the very beginning, I'm really happy to be here. I can reconfirm that. I'm still very happy to be here. It's been truly inspiring. It's really, why do we go to conferences? Why do we need conferences? And I really need conferences. It's because that's where we can interact. That's where we are truly together. And it only works in physical conferences. Virtual, it's horrible. After 2 years of COVID, I'm now at the point when I start a video meeting, after 5 minutes I drift away. I get exhausted and low. But being really truly together, being at the exhibition, being at the coffee, being at the lunch, just little practical details like that. And everything is here, everything is at the same place. We have only one stream of talks, one room. The lunch is over there. We're always together. That's where you get to chat, where you get to know people, where you make new connections and re-establish connections, and that's where you get the good ideas. That's where you start to talk about problems that you don't share them otherwise. You don't start to write a long email. Hey you, I know you know this, what I'm struggling with. You just don't do it. But when you sit together, you talk, that's where collaboration starts. And that is, I think that is one of the most important things for us as professionals, as scientists, as geologists, geophysicists, geofantasists, whatever you want to call it. We need each other, and we need to get inspired from each other. I think that has been really fantastic here. We don't know a lot of details that we make that happen, and I very, very much appreciate it. And that is, again, big thanks to you, big thanks to the people around you to make all this happen. And I can also try to speak a little bit with my role as the current vice chair of the Near Surface Circle at EAGE. I think also for EAGE this is really great to have this partnership with our organization, to have this event going on. There's so much value in these national, regional initiatives, like here in India, like the Southeast Asian, a similar one in South America and Central America. It's really, really valuable because not everyone, some of us, we have to the burden to travel all over the world all the time, but that is only a few of us that can do it, and there's so many that can't. And so it's so important to have these local hubs where really people come together again, and where experiences are being shared, best practice is being shared and communicated, right? There are huge differences how people do things in different applications, different industry, different countries, and we only learn from each other when those things are shared, right? So I think that's very important for EAGE, and it's fantastic to have that going on and have the local fire to really run this engine that drives this. And rounding up, I think I'm starting to parrot a lot of the things that have already been said. We amongst each other are very important, but also always thinking about not just the geophysics, thinking about the actual application, thinking about our users or our end customers we need, right? And having that appreciation all the time. And some of us geophysicists by heart, or many of all of us, I guess we hear, no, all of us are geophysicists by training. It doesn't really matter. It's again the connections between the different expertises, fields, backgrounds. That's where the magic happens. Yeah. I'll leave it at that.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ali, and it was absolutely a pleasure to host you. And as you correctly said, that's where the magic happens. So we'll try to make this magic happen again and again. And now we come to Dr. Pranay for sharing his views. And since he comes for as I always say that we near surface geophysicists are poor cousins of oil and gas geophysics, right? He comes from the rich part of the geophysics. 99% money is in oil and gas, so he can give us some good tips about how to go forward. Please, Dr. Pranay.
I wish I could fulfill your wish. In fact, my apologies, I just rushed on this chair without following the time discipline what Dr. Sanjay Rana follows. Before I answer about the conference, I would like to just, what you should say, open up myself for benefit of everybody and more benefit to myself to see that I can contribute more. This is a near surface geophysics conference, but I really find that every one of us here lie below the surface. And that is the problem. We need to become outcrop. Everyone is a geobody here of a knowledge and certain kind of properties. You talk to anybody, whether it's talking about the gravity magnetic, microgravity, or EM, or anything, what is happening is I am unable to break my barricades which are around me and spread my what I know or what is my, how I look like with my knowledge. Very essential here because it's a near surface geophysics, whether you come on the surface or be in the surface, but at least be visible. That is what I would like to see. And most of the presentations what we have seen are still of a very conventional nature kind of slides and the contents point of view and flow point of view, whereas today I just bring my mobile to Sanjay's mobile and I get his number. Maybe we should have that kind of leap jump only when if we broaden our mindsets. You please see that huge data what he talked about with the oil and gas and whoever is acquiring, putting money. You have access to that data today. I really tell you, just 2 days back when Director General of Hydrocarbons Office, Representative ADG was talking at another conference, he said for academics and institutes, there is a very, very less cost for the data access. And data access is also being given to you. When you are in a multidisciplinary domain, I really feel, get those kind of data which is required to you. I found 2D profiles, right? Even today we think of a 2D profile in two-dimensional sense. The world is not thinking that way. Today they do the 2D profiling in 3D space. And what is the benefit? Whatever out of plane energy you see is visible in the 3-dimensional volume, which you can make use of it, and your 2D profiling is much better in that respect. Right? The second aspect, what I have to convey was the hard work you people have put. I know I have been a number of times to Dr. Subhash Chandra's office, right? He works day and night, and tomorrow when he has to pass on, he is coming to Delhi. He says, why not you do this job to his colleague or assistant? He's unable to carry that forward because he doesn't know what he has done. And how will his office will efficiently run unless that automation is in place? Whatever thing he has done, if it is captured and he can carry forward his assistant or colleague. These technologies are really, as of today, prevailing in our own potential field theory as well as seismic theory or whichever geophysics discipline you talk about. I'm not joking, there are tools available today. There are tools of automation. You do the 3 months work by tracking horizons or making the profiles and kind of stuff. Whatever step you have done is captured. After 7 days or 2 months, you get a new data set. You just run the task file and you are up it. You have shortened your time. Productivity has improved, results will be improved. And really speaking, not only that part of automation, added to it, we are talking about an AI/ML session which we had luckily here today. That is doing wonders today. Even in mining industry, what kind of gold, what kind of copper, nickel you are finding, they are just finding out based on the samples, whatever has been collected over the years. And in few minutes time, you know what is next to you in the mine. Which kind of gold you are expected if you go and dig. So that is the AI/ML kind of stuff which has entered. We should try to capture. Professors, I request them to teach those things to the students so that they can learn faster and contribute more to this. And while doing this, as I heard Shakur sir also saying that when we talk and try to show something, people are not getting convinced. Common people, they do not understand geophysics. I remember I would really like to put an anecdote here which has been told by my favorite professor, Dr. Mohri. He was my professor in Roorkee University, and I'm sure you have time for me to speak a few more minutes. Okay, he just hinted that I don't. He just got an offer from NGRI, became a director for NGRI, and those times it was not that you send a car, pick him up and bring to the institute. He got down at the station, Secunderabad, and took an auto to go to NGRI, and he said, the auto wala, can you take me to NGRI? He says, where is it? I do not know. He explained, NGRI is a National Geophysical Research Institute. Auto man said, I do not know. He says, do you know the Ampro factory? He says, yes. How do you know the Ampro factory? Because the smell of the biscuit comes from that factory. Exactly close to that my institute is there, please come there. Take me there. And you know the environmental impact, Pranay? This is what is this, even geophysics can be taught from that perspective. Let us send the flavors what we have. Let us print the colors what we have. Please come out of the subsurface and come to the near surface or come to the surface. That is the only thing which I would like to convey through this one, and make that visualizations possible. Three-dimensional pictures you bring on the slides, three-dimensional anything you show to the any common man or management, corporate, marketer, brander, they will be easily buying your models. Whether you got a alluvial fans or you want a basement height below there, you show it on three-dimensional sense, and he says yes. Today Dr. Nicole was showing me one of the figures of Assam Arakan in three-dimensional sense, and wonderful. Okay, so done, and I would like to talk about the conference a little bit more. Hats off to Dr. Sanjay Rana. I know he is an entrepreneur, and I would like all youngsters to follow entrepreneurship and take whichever passionate profession you would like to pursue, and cater to this community which is really thirsty, hungry. I just had a glass of water because he made me thirsty, and use that, and let us use those qualities which he followed and which I have seen in the conference. The discipline, right? The time discipline he has been. He has not carrying the bell, so he used the plate and spoon to ring the bell. But next time he will have a bell to make that announcement, right? He will be more tech savvy next time. And also I would like to see that some technical hitches we had, some kind of stuff, those are minor because he said he wanted to listen negative things, so I am commenting on that. But the positive thing is he has organized wonderful organization and conference. Let's clap each one of us to do that. His team, comprising of his home office and EAG members and all technical members, I have been seeing that the organizational committee members have been contributing all the way. And I thank every one of them, and special thanks to Dr. Sanjay Rana also. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for your work. I always used to say that geophysicists should stop writing the reports in a way which only a geophysicist can understand. And that's basically it. We should actually start working in a way that everyone can understand what we are writing, what we are doing. Thank you very much for this insight, innovation, AI, ML, technology, everything has to come in. And now, lastly, I would like to request Ms. Ruth Das, our partner from EEG, to share her experience and future vision with everyone present here. You can please come here. Let's give her a round of applause.
No, it's okay.
Well, much has been said. I do not really have too much to add, but personally I just want to thank all of you, the attendees, the authors that have taken so much time to write in, get the reviews passed through, and avail yourself a technical presentation. So congratulations for being here. I hope it has been a very fruitful and productive session over the last 2 days, and thank you of course to our sponsors, without which we could not have pulled this out, and our exhibitors as well. Hope you made some very meaningful connections from here. And on behalf of EAGE, Marcel, who's left, he was here up until yesterday, we'd like to thank all of you for being here, and we really had a wonderful time hosting all of you here in India. It has been quite a few years. We had a hiatus due to COVID. The last was in 2019, some of you were there. We do want to see this event grow. It's a very important market for us because there's enormous potential in India, and EAGE would like to contribute a lot in this space. And I think through the partnerships with Aqua Foundation, we've managed to build this, and we'll continue to build upon this event for the future. And of course, my deepest gratitude to the technical program committee who has worked hard to put this event together. And last but not the least, the man who has made it all possible, Dr. Sanjay Rana. He deserves really all of the appreciation. And Ms. Pragya, of course, who does most of the heavy lifting, I would say. So yeah, thank you very much everyone, and we really look forward to seeing you at the next, which is the third year service. That will surely be in India as well. Maybe at a time where the haze isn't So thank you.
We'll definitely try to make sure we do that, alright? And before we go to the next part of the program, that's certificate distribution award ceremony, I would like to again request if anyone of you have any quick comment or suggestion to add, 30 seconds to 1 minute please. Let's do it quickly, but yeah, there's a hand there. We can just pass on the mic there please. Yeah.
Honesty. What I would like to have a suggestion is, though sir said that we should have a newsletter, but more than newsletter, just to keep young generation attracted, we should have a YouTube channel or a hosted channel. And we don't have any, we don't need to look around for a host better than our own Pragya. Yeah, she could be the host for the channel. Yeah, so we should have a live channel, and we could have an interactive, so that there is more people joining and feel involved with that. That's my suggestion. Thank you.
Noted, sir. First and then chat.
Yeah. I myself, Sahadev Gundeti, from River Rejuvenation Project, Sort of Living. I'm basically qualified geophysicist and working for Schlumberger more than a decade. That was in oil exploration. But now I'm into River Rejuvenation Projects by Art of Living. It's an NGO. And to attend this kind of programs, near surface geophysics, really, I was very much excited, and I could learn many of the things like, the particularly integrated approaches, for the groundwater exploration studies. The conference was definitely very well organized, and it's really highly appreciable. And the exhibition spot is also very good. On top of that, my recommendations would be, we were really as an NGO, and we would like to have a resilient riverine ecosystem where, multiple disciplines are very much required. We cannot work, as a silos. So hence, we are encouraging, we are looking forward for the collaborations, I cannot have overnight as a well-qualified geophysicists or geoscientists and instruments, etc., expertise, it cannot be. So we were looking for more collaborations, and just if possible, in the third Indian near surface geophysics, you can consider for the collaborations. That's the one thing. Other thing I would request, many presentations I have seen, they are really up to date, very good to know. But still, I have a recommendation, like instead of going for thematic or these forward models, I recommend action research papers should be encouraged to publish in that one. The third could be, as many have suggested, like once in a month we could have a knowledge session, so maybe the online. That would be my recommendation. Yeah, thank you so much, and once for all, I can say, the organizers and the team, and really thank you so much. It was very well organized, and I appreciate a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your comments.
Just 1 second.
Shri, just 1 minute, sir. Okay, just taking Shri Neeraj Chadha, please.
Well, very good evening to all of you. First of all, I am very pleased to see that on the last day, and that too on the concluding session, there are so many people around. Usually, most of the conferences I have participated in, there are 20-25%. But believe me, I think so, it's house full. So, there's something which has glued us together. There's something in this conference which is meaningful. Else we won't have been here at this moment of time. So, kudos to all of you for keeping this session alive and being here till the last moment. Well, I have a small suggestion to make, especially because I was most of the time in the exhibition and I didn't have much time to listen to the presentations from the learned people, from their experience. So I missed a moment. Well, we need to fill that deficit. There's a gap here. I would request that you should always have, a display in the exhibition as well. Right? In that way, I will be able to at least get something out of it. I'm not here to sell my wares, right? I'm here to learn also. I need to learn from your experience and take a step forward. As you were saying, everyone has been talking about technology, right? We are talking of AI, ML, and everything. But where does it lead us to? Unless I am aware of what your needs are. So I need to move forward. Let me take a baby step. I'm not talking about leaps. Let us take baby steps. Give me that knowledge. Give me that encouragement. Increase my passion, increase the fire in my belly to do that. And I can only do it if I know what you people are talking about in the technical sessions. So Sanjay, we need to ensure that all of us are educated on what is going on in the technical sessions. Maybe I might not be able to listen to all of them, but for sure, believe me, I will be certainly listening to few of those at least, and I'll take that back home. So thank you so very much, and thank you to all of you for making this a great event, and let us hope the next event will be even greater than this. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, sir. It's a very, very good suggestion. And my only complaint with you is because you're like an elder brother to me. Had you told me the first day, it would have been done in next 1 hour. It was possible.
It was because I wanted to make mistakes. You learn from your mistakes.
And also to add to it, we have to be extremely sensitive with the exhibitors. Because we don't know whether they appreciate this or will they get offended or what and what. But
No. We don't get offended with anything at all, even coffee.
Sir, you have a poet in you, na? So you can relate to that spirit.
But this is, anyway, all said and done, this is a wonderful suggestion, and next time technical proceedings will be telecast live in the exhibition area also, right? We'll do that. Great. And I think with this we can close the suggestions, discussions now. Okay, sorry. This is the last one, huh? Right in the back, Dr. Chidi Babu.
And also,
Oh yeah.
here, not this.
We'll do it 1 to 1, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah. I am Babu from Association of Exploration Geophysics. I heard most of the suggestions that most of the teachings now have to go to the youngsters. So it's true that we have to build the young generation. And from Association of Exploration Geophysics, our first step and my heart is with the students, and we are going to go to the students, go to the universities, all the universities where geophysics is taught, not only geophysics, it's earth science, and make it a point that geophysics is there, and it's not just geophysics, it's an integrated science today that we will have to move together, and we will do it. That's what is from Association of Exploration Geophysics. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And now what we'll do is we'll get into our certificate ceremony. Before that, as we dismantle that, first of all, I'd like to thank all the dignitaries here. We'll take our seat. And till the time we are getting into our certificate ceremony, please everyone scan this code of the feedback and fill this small feedback form. It's very important for us. And it will take 2 minutes. So by the time we start our ceremony, you will be able to fill this form. So kindly scan it quickly. We can move the chairs from here, please.
Bhavni, I need this podium.
Move the chairs.
very glad to see, because we used to hunt for such things. And now we see it happening here. And since it being the second near surface geophysics conference and activation, so everything is there in this. And I also see Sanjay going through various institutions, delivering very good lectures. So it would be wonderful if on this very platform, the student section which are going to be there at EAG level. So I think a resource person like Sanjay would be giving a lot of information to the academia, to the youngsters. At least they will know what this near surface geophysics can really do, because as far as I know, there are a lot of solutions which are emerging through this very knowledge. And being Sanjay or any resource person who is talking on near surface geophysics and its application will definitely be taking it to another level. Thank you very much.
We'll surely take your words, sir, and we'll do it. Now,
announce the Best Poster Presentation Award, which is being shared by 2 authors. And we had our judge for this, Dr. Shakil Ahmed. He went to all the papers and decided on the best poster.
But where is it?
And yeah, all right. And he has given me even the criteria which he used, that was exclusion of all the posters by Sanjay Rana, which I requested. Thank you very much for doing that. I didn't want to get included. Novelty and importance of the subject, then amount of work carried out, content and style and format of presentation, availability of the authors and explanation, and availability of the full paper or extended abstracts in the proceedings. So these are the criteria. And based on this criteria, the award is being shared by 2 papers. That is serial number 4 of poster presentation, which was evaluation of optimum offset for MASW survey, a novel weight drop seismic show signature characteristic by Mr. Abul As, Research Fellow, Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Technology. Please come forward. And sharing it with you is paper number 11, seepage identification at an earth dam using 2D electrical registry tomography, Ms. Pavni Mittal, Geophysicist, Parcel Overseas Private Limited. And to do the honors, I request Dr. Shakil Ahmed to please come forward and give these awards. Best poster.
Just spoiled my sequence. Sir, आप इधर आइए. Sir, आप इधर आइए. आओ बच्चों, बहुत अच्छा काम किया आप लोगों ने. अब प्लीज दो. सर. Miss Pavni, please do it now.
All the rest of the future.
Thank you, sir. And now I hand it over to you, Dr. Gajit.
And Ms. Pavni. And with this, we come to the certificate distribution ceremony. Dr. Nana, you are doing something. Okay, then please be seated. So we first begin with the exhibitors, and to do the honors, I would request Dr. Gopal Dhanan sir, since he has a flight also. See sir, I'm so considerate. I know you are continuously looking at me. Can I go now? Sir, okay, connected. Okay. I'll first like to call upon representatives of Arus Geoinstruments, TEM company. Do we have representatives of the TEM company? Mr. Pradeep is here. Mr. Maurya. Iris Instruments. Iris Instruments. Oh, Dr. Catherine is here. Mr. Babu of Association of Exploration Geophysics.
Thank you very much.
Commander Ashutosh Kaushik or Mr. Vivek Sharma of Parcel Overseas. Two hands. By the time it's 8 a.m. in the evening, so we should be grateful to God we are still having two hands. Do we have Mr. Vivek Bansal or Ritika? You are there from Pan India Consultants. Do we have representatives of Excalibur Multiphysics? You'd also like to join? Please, 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 please. Dr. Andy and Mrs. Zahir and Shivani. Do we have Mrs. Zahir over here? Okay, Dr. Andy, please. Yeah.
Great honor.
Neeraj sir with his team for complete instrumentation solutions. Neeraj sir, do we have your other team members here?
Well, they're shy.
Wonderful. Thank you.
We have Mr. Seth, Dr. Dennis, Dr. Nikita, ZS Infratest Northwest.
And you will.
Thank you so much.
Sir, फोटो के भी कान होते हैं, लेकिन दीवारों के कान होते हैं. Do we have Anand Das sir or
Thank you.
Ajit sir of HGS India? HGS India, okay. Mr. Ambrosio, Alessandro Ambrosio of Ambrosio Instruments. Welcome, my friend. Thank you, sir. And अगर अब आप देख लीजिएगा सर अब इसके आगे आप और गोपाल जी. Okay. I'd like to request Dr. P.C. Chandra to please come forward and do the honors, and this certificates will be for delegates. Mr. Atul Bhandari, Senior Sales Engineer, ZS Infratrust LLP, and this will be a little rapid fire because we have a whole lot of you participants, which is a very good thing also. Mr.
Check the names, please.
We do not have Mr. Atul Bhandari. Mr. Craig Anderson says. Okay, so you please collect it on his name also. Mr. Andrews.
आप दोनों कर सकते
You will be receiving it on behalf of Mr. Craig also. Yes. So please receive it. Get the photograph ready, sir. Sure. Thank you. Mr. Anders Wilson, Head APAC, Guideline Geo. Mr. Nikhilesh Singh, Student IIT BHU. Party, can I have you here, please?
Yes.
Mr. Nikhilesh Singh, Student IIT. Mr. Ravikant Sharma, Hydrogeology, Mining Geology, Actus Hydrogeotech. Mr. Vivek Bansal, Vice President, Pan India. Do we have people around? Mr. Neeraj Chadda, once again, Director, Complete Instrumentations. Okay, I think he just left. Mr. Shiva Srivastava, Assistant Manager, Service and Support, Complete Instrumentation. Commander Ashutosh Kaushik, CEO, Parts and Overseas. Mr. Vivek Sharma, Business Manager, Parts and Overseas. Thank you. अरे पार्सन की टीम तो जोर से लगा वो कर लो। अपने लोगों की टीम के सोनोटे इतना क्या कर वो एकदम। Mr. Vivek Sharma, Business Manager, Parts and Overseas. Mr. Anand Kumar, Geophysics Manager, Excalibur Multi Geophysics. Mr. Dhan Bahadur Shrestha, Associate Professor, Tribhuvan University. Mr. Babu Krishna Bhandari, Project Manager, Tribhuvan University. Mr. Balaswamy Singharaju, Chief Geophysicist, Horizon Survey Company. Mr. Balaswamy. Mr. Arun. Sorry. This place. Dr. Ananta Prasad. Mr. Angad Kalgan, PhD scholar at MIT Northeast University. Do you have here? Mr. Ashok Gangwar, PhD scholar at IIT Roorkee. Dr. Chaitanya Popli, visiting researcher at SCS MOES. Mr. Dharmendra Singh. Ms. Naina Gupta. Ms. Naina Gupta, student at Kurukshetra University. Mr. Karthik Gupta. Mr. Karthik Gupta, student IIT ISM. Faster. Young souls should have more energy on. Mr. Shirish Rajan is not here. Mr. Sahadev Gundeti, Geophysicist, NGO Art of Living. Mr. Suresh Kumar, Scientist C, National Center for Earth Science Studies. Do we have you here? Mr. Suresh Kumar, do we have you here? Mr. Vinesh Kedra, Maheshwari, Managing Director, Unit Engineering Services. Do we have you here? Mr. Amit Sharma, Research Scholar, University of Jammu. Mr. Tanish Raj, student E, RGIPT SC. Mr. Anupam Giri, student E, RGIPT SC. Mr. Agati Sharma, student E, RGIPT SC. Amit Tanish. Agati is also here. Okay. All of you here. Thank you, sir. I request Shastri sir to please come forward to do the honors. I'd like to call upon Mr. L.T. Mohapatra, Head of the Geophysical Instrumentation Division, IRIS Instruments. Do we have Mr. L.T. Mohapatra here? Mr. Arup Das. Do we have Mr. Arup Das? Mr. Avik Majumdar. Mr. Avik Majumdar, Serviceman Manager, Geophysics Q Group. Mr. Deklal Surma Bhagavad, Research Scholar, WTN, CSIR Niri. Do we have people from Niri? Okay. Mr. Gaurav Raghunath Bhaum, Project Associate, WTN, CSIR Niri. Dr. Raghunath Shivam, CS, Principal Scientist, CSIR Niri, Nagpur. Mr. Sunam Sharma, General Manager, Geotech Solutions International, Nepal. Do we have Dr. Sunam here? Do we have Dr. Sunam here? Dr. Raghuvanshi is there? From the team of CS, yeah, please kindly receive it. Thank you so much. Mr. Devraj Goswami, Senior Consultant Geophysics. Dr. Kaustup. Do we have Dr. Kaustup here? Senior Manager, Simcom Technology Private Limited. Mr. Sanjeev Kumar Sharma, CEO, Hydrogeologist, All Geo Solutions. Do we have you here? Mr. Akeri Malik, Petroleum Exploration, Engineering and Material Processing. Dr. Devjit Mandal, Deputy Manager, Geology, CMPTI, Coal India Limited. Do we have Mr. Toke here? Mr. Toke, sort of, do we have you here? Mr. Aditya Kumar, Anshu Research Scholar, NIT Arunachal Pradesh, do we have you here?
Please close.
Mr. Pavan Kumar, Service Line Manager, Geophysics, Pure Geotech India Private Limited. Dr. Nana, next time always I want to video on upload, continuous upload. Thank you so much for your patient confidence. Sorry? Okay, please. Mr. Okay, Mr. Den. And Mr. Pavan?
Yes.
Mr. Pavan is here?
Yes.
Do we have Mr. Peter Thompson, specialist geophysics leaders? Dr. Kenny Dixon Peterson? No worries, we already have a picture now with the certificate token. Photoshop it. That's the original one, sir. The original face with the original name, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'd like to call upon Scientist Engineer SC Hydrogeology Division Geosciences Group, NRSI. Okay, I'm so sorry. Ms. Swati Singh, Scientist SC Geosciences Group, NRSI. Mr. Sohail Ahmed, PhD Scholar, Department of Remote Sensing and GIS, University of Jammu, under the category of Coastal Preservation. Working Associate Professor Subrita Ghosh, Head in Geology, Durgapur Government College, West Bengal. Dr. Subhash Chandra, Senior Principal Scientist, CSIR, AGRI. Dr. Senthil P, Scientist, C, CSMRS, and the category of poster presentation. Dr. Sahil Ghosh, Manager Geology, CMPTI. Emeritus Professor, Department of Earth Sciences, IIT Roorkee. Mr. Prabhakar Kumar, PhD student, Department of Earth Sciences, IIT Kanpur, under the category of poster presentation. Ms. Pavni Blackie, Geophysics, Varsam Overseas, under the category of poster. Dr. B.V.S. Raju, Chief Scientist, CSIR, NGRI. Dr. Nikos Martis, Chairman and CEO, Sesmotech, Greece. Mr. Mayur Kaila Sarkari, Project Associate, CSIR, Nagpur, under the category of poster presentation. Do we have any representative from Southwest Pinnacle? Mr. Rahul Sharma, please collect it for Mr. Manik Jain, Executive Vice President, Southwest Pinnacle. Mr. Mr. Gopal Chaudhary, Geophysics Business Manager, TSP Amber Engineering India Private Limited. Research Analyst. Mr. Street Director, Loop Geophysics. Mr. James Honey, General Manager, GSR, MCL. Dr. Esben Ocken, CEO, TEM Company, Denmark. Is he there? Dr. Esben. Mr. Dilip Singh Kushwaha, Scientist B, Institute of Seismological Research, Gandhinagar. Do we have Mr. Seth here to collect it on behalf of Dr. Nikita and Dr. Dennis? Lucknow. Dr. Gulal Chandra Naskar, Consultant, National Center for Seismology. Dr. Catherine Truffle, CEO, IRIS Instruments. Dr. Catherine. Thank you, Dr. I like under the category of poster presentation, Ankita ji. Dr. Avtar from Jisrotia, Head of Department of Remote Sensing and GIS, University of Jammu, under the category of poster presentation, please. Sorry, that was by mistake, under the category of photo. Ms. Asita Lee, Student, Department of Civil Engineering, Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati. Scientist, CSIR, Hyderabad. Ms. Achori Pedetia, Geophysical Engineering, Sonatrach, Nigeria. Mr. Abul As, Research Fellow, Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Petroleum Technology, MIT, under category of poster presentation. Mr. Abhishek Yadav, Research Scholar, Department of Geology and Geophysics, Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, under category of poster presentation, please. Dr. Abhijit Mukherjee, General Manager, Exploration, NNPC. Thank you. Mr. Karthik Sarkar, CGW, CEWEL, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation. So will you be collecting name on his certificates?
So it has to be there.
I don't need to give it.
And then all of you have to then come to the reception, okay, to collect your certificates. I'm sorry about it.
Yeah. I give it and I keep it back. Great to have it.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आश आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wait. हाइट से सब आ जाएंगे। Thank you.
E for Geosciences. Thank you. In Malaysia, they do one more. Little love.